Good morning, Lana Scott Lighthouse. For a while there, I didn't want to do these videos face-to-face anymore. I didn't want to have to worry about being dressed or not dressed or whatever. This morning, I'm just going to put my cup of coffee here. The cat's on the table. The cat is on the table. And I'm going to talk about some things I haven't been wanting to flip and talk about. But I've been looking at other people that are talking about the same shit that I've been feeling. And, guys, for one, there's a part of me that just wants to stop doing my channel. I'm working 3 jobs. I'm struggling to pay my bills. My channel's not really growing. But I'm watching other people's gifts just explode left and right, and I don't know how else to help except do readings. And to give y'all warnings of what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing, what I'm feeling. And, I've been having many visions, and all of them are similar. They're all dark. They all involve a couple of females. There's one of them I keep getting, like, it's a younger girl. I can't see her or nothing. I just feel her energy. She is somehow, some way going to be important. And she's not me. It's somebody I don't know. But I'm picking up on her energy a lot of times in my readings. And she's like in her mid-20s is what I keep picking up. And she's going to be somebody that's going to be important in the future. And my runes, when I did a reading, I asked my runes different questions about this particular energy. And some of the readings I've been getting, it told me, don't say anything. I'm like... And then I heard rustling around. He went to Delphi and he got some visions. And he heard the same thing from his runes and cards. Don't talk about it. And he's like, but I have to. I have to too. It's not the first time that I've seen other Cindy at Awakening to Spirit. She's having some many visions and her cards are telling her some things. All of us are getting similar energy just about different places and different parts around the world. Okay? So it's like the grid on the earth, wherever different ones of us are sitting. Like, I'm in California, so I'm near I'm not near the San Andreas Fault, but it runs through California. So that's like a major thing with the earth itself for the United States. California has earthquakes. But there's other places, where there's violent weather or bad, earth, air, land, sea, whatever, you know what I mean? It's got its own share. Tornado Alley, all these places, those are all energy vortexes or whatever you want to call them on the planet. And they're everywhere. If you know anything about ley lines, if you don't, go look up ley lines. Ley lines are all a bunch of different places connected by invisible lines that energy runs along on the earth. Just like our poles of the earth, there's the bottom, there's north and there's south, and there's all kind of energy connecting those and around those. Our planet is a living ball of energy, guys, and we're all energy too. But I've been getting these many visions, and I'm hearing other people. I'm hearing other people. I'm listening to tarot readers, some of my favorites, and they're all talking about different kinds of energy. Now that we've gone through Lionsgate, and some people, I even saw a video yesterday, a girl was putting down, she was saying, oh, this is when all these evil entities come in. Well, if you want to be open up yourself to evil entities, be my guest. It'd be the stupidest thing you could ever do. I'm not saying they're not out there, because they are, but that's not my focus. My focus is on positive, the healers, helping people to help themselves, and that's what I'm trying to do. If you want to be the type of seer that goes around and says, well, these are bad and this is why it's bad. Well, we know everything has a good and a bad, okay? But what do you want to focus on? I'm not going to sit here and focus about, and I know of another girl's channel that's a healer type of girl, and she talks about bad negative energies all the time. People, if y'all want to look out for that stuff and y'all want to find answers to some of that stuff, there's other readers, other people you can go listen to. It's not going to be me. I'm not going to focus on the negative. Yes, I do cleanse my place. Yes, I did have a spirit walk through here the other day. It's not the first time I've had something go through my property or wherever I was. In Mississippi, I had it happen a couple of times. I had a friend come over that she just draws spirits to her. My niece drew spirits to her. While my niece was there, we had spirits come through. When my friend Angel came over in Mississippi one time, and she has her own YouTube channel. We just don't talk anymore. But she had spirits come to her house. She had spirits, when she came to my house, she brought one with her she didn't mean to bring. It literally, she was there, it was drawn to her, it came through my closet, went down my hallway. I've told y'all the story, right? So, what I wanted to say, though, is now that we've had Lionsgate, the 8/8 portal, and you probably have one. You probably have one every year. I don't know, guys. I don't study astrology. But I do know, I woke up yesterday morning feeling like I am on the other side of whatever it was that felt like it was coming. I'm now on the other side. Now, I've listened to a couple of the readings by other people this morning, and some of them are talking about sudden awakening, sudden healing gifts. Guys, I just did a reading on that a couple of days ago with my runes, and told y'all, some people, after the full moons, the Lionsgate, some people are going to start having, some people that haven't started awakening are now suddenly going to go boom, 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 boom. You don't believe me? Check out some of your friends that might be going through that. Or maybe one of your favorite tarot readers that know someone that goes through that. You'll be hearing people talk about that shit. So, and then the other thing is that some people that are already awakening and healers are going to have new gifts come in. Or have sudden insights of wisdom. Like me, yesterday, I was like, I don't feel like I have any new gifts, but I tell you what, whatever was in my mind, whatever mindset or whatever negativity, last strands of negativity from me moving here, the people when I first moved here, friends in Mississippi that stole from me, all that crap, all of that is now, I have like come through Thurius. I have come through the gate on the other side. That shit is done. It's over. It's gone. Okay? So, I am no longer worried about other people, other places, other things. I am healed from that. I am walking away from all that. And if you're anyone in my past that had anything that we left on a less than positive note, I don't care if I ever hear from you again. It's just that simple. My life now is going forward helping healers, doing my readings, helping people examine their gifts. And I thought about it this morning, guys. I've seen and talked to spirits. Will, Kate, Will, my ex-husband, Steve Scott, whose last name I still have. He came quite a few times from the time he died, the first couple of years after I got my son back and we bought our house. Steve would come anytime I started talking to him. I saw him the first couple of times, but after that I didn't see him, but I would sure as hell feel him. He'd be in the room with me, and I would feel if whatever his answers were, either I wouldn't hear him, but I would feel yes, or I would feel no. And people, I can't explain that. If you've ever had any kind of a, maybe you're someone that you have had a few psychic dreams, or you have had a few psychic experiences with people that you loved that are no longer around anymore, and you just felt the answers, you'd have to experience it, I guess, to know what I'm talking about. When my niece Erin committed suicide, the first couple of months, I kept hearing, Aunt Lana. I'd be almost asleep. She'd be in my room. I wouldn't see her, but I'd hear her. She'd be talking to me, Aunt Lana, Aunt Lana. And I was like, Erin, go wherever you're supposed to go now. She did it to herself. She committed suicide. But then she wanted to hang around. I'm like, you wanted to go meet Jesus? Go meet Jesus now. Whatever it is, you know what I mean? And my friend Shy, Will's niece, came over. We cleansed the house quite a few times. Me and my daughter-in-law Courtney were talking about it a lot. Guys, I've had a lot of psychic experiences. They don't happen every single time. A lot of times they happen through trauma. But other than that, I just don't focus on them. I want to help people to heal from trauma. I want to help people know what's coming. Now, though, I'm having these mini visions. And like I said, they feel like they're centering around either a certain person, or they're just focusing around a certain age group, maybe. But it's just mid-20s. And I just feel like I'm talking to a lot of younger healers out there. At the same time, I feel like I'm also talking to some older healers that are latent healers. In other words, their abilities, their gifts are coming through now. and they're not knowing what to do with them. And that these people are going to be in touch with some of these younger healers in the future, near future. I want us all to focus on the positive. There's going to be, because guys, readers are starting to pick up on some of the stuff I've been worried about, which I didn't used to worry about it, but until my son would say, Mom, but it's going to happen, Mom, because I don't think he realizes he has psychic abilities at all, but he does. But there's going to be some things happening, people, where some collapses in government, some collapses in healthcare. There's just going to be some things happening that it's going to be a lot harder to help ourselves. Unless, of course, you have gobs and gobs of money. How many people have gobs and gobs of money? There's probably more of them now than there used to be. But there's some of us, and we're still struggling paycheck to paycheck. But this guy's all over me. She's right here on the table. Hi. Yes, my cat's allowed on the table. There's just me and her. It's our home. It's her home. So yes, I let my cat on the table. Of course, I chase her off. She's got to come back here on the back of this thing when I go to eat. She's not allowed to sit up here when I eat. But she is allowed on the table because it's just me and her. And I'm not going to tell her she can't get on the table. It's her house too. I don't think people think about that when they have animals. If you share your life with an animal, if you bring an animal home to take care of, it's their life too. You know, I got a few neighbors around me right now. Someone got a puppy. The puppy stays out there in the heat. He's got water and food, and he's got shade. But once he started getting out of the puppy stage, now he's chained up out there, and he just sits there. He's too big for me, or I would have already brought him home. If you get an animal, and you bring that animal home to your cave, that is now your animal, and you're responsible for it. You make sure you get it shots, you make sure you give it food and water, and you give it love. You don't put it on a chain and put it out in your fucking yard and leave it out there, because it's now no longer a cute little puppy or a cute little kitten, and it's now just going to be shuffled off to the side. This cat over here is spoiled ass rotten. She gets snacks, she gets treats, she gets played with. She has a I'm not going to pull it out. She has one of these little fishy things that she absolutely loves. Oh, look, my little flowers finally died. She has this little fishy thing she absolutely loves. Her eyes just got real big. This cat is spoiled ass rotten. So, anyway, somebody else said this, and I thought about it, and I'm like, yeah, maybe I should mention that too. So, especially by the end of this month, guys, there's going to be more of y'all are going to suddenly realize, you may not realize it right away, you're going to suddenly realize that you have another gift, you have another power, you have a superpower of some sort, where you're going to suddenly know things, and you're going to have a knowing that you know, or you're going to meet or know someone that you're going to feel that they're different. Your intuition is going to be heightened. Some of you are going to hear things more. You're going, and when I talk about hearing things, sometimes I literally hear things, but sometimes I get a knowing in my head. Other times I get a knowing in my chest, where my heart is. Other times I get a knowing in my gut. I have different ways I pick them up through my chakras, and I know. Then, Erin, when she first passed away, was a physical Aunt Lana. I mean, just like that. Aunt Lana. I'd be almost asleep, and I'd be like, Erin, go away. I got to get up and go to work in the morning, whatever. You know? So, all of you are going to, if you're awakening, if you're, and most people that look at readers and look at, a lot of people that look at esoteric things have abilities and gifts. Some of them they don't realize that they do, but you're looking for answers when you do that. People that, like tarot cards, they used to say tarot cards And I'll never tell you anything you don't know. If it resonates with you, then you know. But I'm starting to see different readers are being able to see further than what, than what we've normally been able to see before. And so, nothing is set in stone, but at the same time, I don't think it's the runes or the tarot that is telling you about things that are further out in the future. I think it's a gift that the reader has themselves, a psychic thing of seeing further into the future. I don't think it has anything to do with the divination tool itself. It has to do with the reader. Okay? So let's make that clear. There's a distinction here. Because I'm now seeing other people, and I know I am, and I know it's not coming from the runes. I'm getting snippets here and there, just like I still get snippets, like I saw that lady the other day. I was almost asleep, and there's this lady that's like, in the little clip I saw her in, she was moving around, so I know she's alive. She's somebody's grandmother or somebody's aunt. She's got black glasses, she's got silver and gray hair, gray with a lot of silver in it, and she's maybe 5'8", 5'7", and she's maybe 300 pounds. She had on a dark blue dress or gown. I don't think it was a muumuu. Some of you that have bigger grandmas and grandpas, or grandmas and moms, they wear those muumuus. My mother used to love muumuus. It's just a big gown. It's just a gown that they wear. But she was wearing something like a muumuu, or maybe it was but it was, at any rate, it was dark blue with white print on it. Anyway, she was doing something. I don't know. Anyway, folks, and she had black glasses on. So if that sounds like somebody you know, or wireframe or something, some kind of glasses on her face. She couldn't see. We all get older. We all end up wearing glasses because we can't see anymore. Anyway, she was just somebody I saw after I fell asleep. But just like I know I have come through and I'm on the other side now, some of you are going to start waking up and realizing you're on the other side too. And you now are aware of a gift, even if you can't put a name to it. Over time, you'll be able to. Maybe you have more psychic dreams. Maybe you have more heightened sense of hearing, clairaudient. Maybe you have more vivid dreams because you're lucid dreaming more. Maybe you have, when you go to sleep, maybe you're remembering your dreams, and in your dreams you're talking to your spirit guides and your angels. Or maybe you're awake and all of a sudden you get a mini vision, like that time when I was sitting there, I was doing my friend's yard, and all of a sudden I saw an angel talking to somebody. In my mind's eye, I wasn't like the angel was there, but I stopped and I could see this angel talking to this guy named John. I saw another angel talking to a lady and comforting her, and she has someone in hospice die. Which, by the way, I went back to where I saw that lady recently and ran into that lady again, the one I thought that it was, and I asked her if she had anyone die in hospital. I finally had the balls to ask her, and she said no, it wasn't her. And I told her, you're going to think this is strange. She's like, no, it don't really sound strange. She says, sounds possible, angel. I believe in angels, but it wasn't her. But I know it was somebody in that area. I know it was somebody in the area. If y'all go back and look at my first videos when I first started doing my channel, when I first came to California, I was getting all kinds of visions from the angels, and I mean, they were up and in my face. So they don't do it now, and I'm like, why? They would show me something for a week, and then they'd be like, we just want to show you this, and then it would all stop. And then a week later, I'd be saying something else, or feeling something else, or having some kind of dreams, or doing just something. There would be something, and it'd be like, now this is going on. And so you can actually go back and begin my videos and watch me become more spiritually awake as I go, because you can see where I'm talking about my dreams, talking about the angels, talking about this, talking about that, and you can see me progress. So guys, I've got almost 1,000 videos out, and at some point in the future, people are going to say, we just don't have enough of them. Because I guarantee you, when I'm gone, my shit's going to explode. Because I just feel like I'm that kind of seer. And I'm trying to help y'all as much as I can. But I'm also on my own journey. So, If I never even get to 1,000 people, I never get to 1,000 people, but at some point I will. I just don't know that I'm going to be here to actually see it. But that's okay too, because even in the future, now that it's all out there, if it can help even a couple of people, one person, it's all been worth it. All right, guys, that's all I wanted to say this morning. This has been a 20-minute video. I don't care. I've shared 20 minutes of my life with you. Be a light in the darkness. If you have some new gifts, share them. If you can help someone, help them. Remember to breathe. Scott Lighthouse. Be a light in the darkness, guys.